and it's the middle of the night. But it's broadcasting all day across the Commonwealth. Hello, welcome, how are you? Hope this video finds you on a fine day. I'm doing the castle build with Meg. I have started already. I collected a few materials. I'm cap restricted as usual, and I have something to tell you. It's good for you viewers. Be really good for you guys. I am going to get a new gaming headset to record YouTube. I'm looking at the one particular model, and this one, I mean, I could go into details about it. I've seen plenty of reviews about it. It's really durable, good when you have kids, and animals, which both inhabit my castle. And I'd like to say it was a castle, but it's not. But yeah, I'm going to be doing castle build. I've started already here. So yeah, new gaming headset, good mic quality, better than this. My current headset's a Sadie's SA810. Oh, it's a bit noisy out here. Be quiet, you noisy turrets. I'm trying to talk. Yeah, and that's Sadie's SA810, which people were saying was really good. And for the price range, it is quite good, but it's not brilliant, is it? Let's be honest. It's not brilliant. So I'm doing a castle build. They're currently complaining about how lack of things. See, the main problem with the ramparts is settlers couldn't walk across. And I've got that bit sticking out there. I'm not too worried about that. We can sort that out, can't we, Codsworth? And I'm also using no mods. Honestly, I'm really getting back into the Minutemen. Of all the people, they really go against it. They go against everything, and some of their battles are they're monumentally epic. Now that's epic. See, so I put things so you could just walk across it easily. We can also add to this. The great thing about having these wooden bits and this, we can put sort of railings up, or so your settlers don't tumble off the edge and fall to their doom and such things. Yeah, so I'm looking at getting a new headset, and I'm going to try and do something monumental to mark the occasion of getting a new headset, but I'm not going to go too much into details. It's going to be YouTube first, I think. I don't think anyone's ever tried to do this. So I don't think anyone would ever try to do this if they had a big channel. You probably wouldn't try and do this because this sort of messes with your livelihood. But I'm going to do something that's going to be pretty... Yeah, it's going to teach the kids what epic and how to do it nicely and in a clean, enjoyable, family-friendly way. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that this weekend. I'm probably going to do that, and with a new headset. Come on, Codsworth. We're going to build. Although night time's not the best time to build. I probably want to get some Minutemen flags and that, but I'll worry about decorations once I've got structure. 2 AM, right. Well, look, we're not into bondage, alright? Get the kids whipped into shape. Okay, so they were complaining about lack of beds, so I'll just stick some beds in here for the moment, just to, not for any finesse or panache, or style or part of the final build. Although I tend to just throw the beds in, really. I tend to take a leaf out of medieval style castles and do that sort of idea with my builds. I haven't even posted anything on YouTube. Normally I post to Discord that I'm streaming castle build, so I'll just quickly do that actually before we crack on. But I am going to be doing the walls and that. You might be wondering how I do the walls, so I'm going to use a technique, I think it was School Zone where I learnt it from, so in fact I'm pretty sure it was. But I'll show you what that technique is, and it's a good way of doing your walls, and that's what I did with the other walls that are there. Discord posting, so just bear with me. I don't know if you can hear the music playing from Castle. So there we go. That's announcements. It would help if I put castle build live. First of all, I don't need to put any more than that. People. See, here's a trick. When you do YouTube and that, and you're posting to Discord and such like, and Twitter, you don't need to put massive sentences and lots of information. People don't want that. They just want a quick. I was a bit late. Internet delay. So you are getting a new headset? Yes, I'm getting an internet headset. Yes, a new. Well, no, not internet. It's a new headset. I'm looking at one that's got a really good mic. And that's important because I have to whisper at night when everyone's in bed. So, hello, Lost Soul. Sorry, it's really totally useless. Getting a headache. Oh. Apparently, I've lost a viewer as well because I've just been sat here posting to Discord, but I got bored. Your stream was boring. I'm going to do a YouTube first. I'm actually going to set out to try and do something. I'm going to do it with family friendly, but it's going to be 80s related. So if you like screeching guitars and synth guitars and all that sort of thing, everything 80s basically, and blue suits, Miami Vice, that sort of thing, Ferrari Testarossas, Lamborghini Countach, then yeah, you'll probably enjoy what I'm got planned for this weekend, just to sort of mark getting a new headset occasion. Right, so let's get on and build. That's what I'm trying to do. How are you anyway, Lost Soul? I'm being terrible today. Head's all over the place after looking at all these headsets. Just some. Well, it's a bit of a headache. Right, what we're going to do here is get scaffolding. Scaffolding, not boxcars, scaffolding. No, not prefab. Stairs. That's what we want. This is the school zone design. And so we're going to use his technique. Grab, and yes, we have the technology. We can rebuild it. Okay, that one's really awkward. This is such a horrible wall to repair. I remember the first time I did it, I was just... It hurt. No problem. Headache is tough to deal with this in a stress game. Yeah, I wasn't going to play Apex today, so I thought it's not the day for that. Oh, hang on. No. I can't really see what's going on, but if that's connecting, I need to see the top. No, that's better. That's a comfortable fit. Next time, Bethesda, just let us, when you do Fallout 5, yeah, go back to the Fallout 4 settlement build kind of model, but just let us be able to clip through things. Leave it to our discretion, not to the point we clip through and the object completely disappears, but allow us to turn clipping off at times. I think you could put a warning. Turning clipping off could end up in you breaking your save if you're a complete idiot and try to shove 1,000 boxes underneath the build. But you know, see, look, that's not. No, I don't like that. Well, that's what they need to do. They need to give us a bit more freedom. It's kind of ironic, really. We're listening to hello, Slayer. How are you? Yeah, it's kind of ironic that they give us we're listening to Radio Freedom and we've got no freedom to do what we want with our builds. It's not lost on me. Radio, no freedom with your builds. This is the quintessential European element to Fallout 4. And whilst I know it has a lot of significance in American history, it was built by the British. Which is probably a huge thorn in some people's side in America. Yeah, I think that probably will be right. Yeah, I'm goodish. considering everything that's going on, I'm good, I would say. Oh, did it not? No, it crossed over. I knew it did. There we go. Once you get that first block in, you're sort of away. I always have a power station up here as well, because it's great to just see power armour silhouetted on the battlements. Which, yeah, that rocks, in my opinion. Okay, am I going to run out of concrete? Should I put another one in there? Or should we just leave it like that? No, let's leave it like that, shall we? Now we need to put across here. And this is what I did this morning. Just so you, this is sort of the main entrance. Noisy as anything, but I've got to go through the medieval castle. Look, I'll be putting flags and banners, but yeah, I want good defence. Because I'm possibly going to side with the Minutemen or Railroad, I think. Because their quest lines are more... It's more of a challenge. And I enjoy that. I like the challenge element. The Institute are fairly easy for them to win. And it's really easy for the Brotherhood of Steel to end. Because they just walk over and slaughter everyone and everything. Power and water is lacking. Right, and food. But food's fine because I get it from elsewhere because we're on a supply line. So... I mean, I want to keep the settlers happy, otherwise they'll lynch me and I'll have a mutiny on my hands. Because you did ask me, Slayer, saying that I made up my mind, and I haven't really made up my mind, which I know some people want me to go one way, actually. A large generator. Once I can get that fusion generator in here, we'll be cooking on gas then. Does that mean we've got water now? Yeah, we have 40 water. Just popped up. I kind of like this. I don't really want to destroy these boxes. That's a unique feature to me. This is looks a bit scrappy, but I kind of like this, although it serves no purpose whatsoever. And these, yeah, oh, trolley dollies. Yes. Take the important stuff. Only because you can't be trusted around such things. Every time I follow for, I dodge the Minutemen like the plague. I tried to fix up the fort, but was never happy with it. But there you go, I've just shown you the technique to fix up the fort. What do you mean you dodge the Minutemen like the plague? They're one of the good factions. If you're telling me you prefer Brotherhood of Steel to Minutemen, I'd be surprised. And everyone just dodges them because of the memes. That's the only reason you avoid them. Because of Preston Garvey memes. This time I have something a little different for you. Preston, it's exactly the same as the other 500 missions you just sent me on. But anyway, shoot. That's my approach to Preston McGarvey. I don't know why I said McGarvey, but...
You're tuned to Radio Freedom, the voice of the Minutemen. It's well known. All quiet, which is how we like it.
Everything's in green. They're happy. Their happiness is increasing. I've finally made some bunch of ungrateful so-and-sos happy. We didn't lose that many because I blew up the thing with the fat man. Blew up the Queen with the fat man. We didn't lose that many Minutemen. There you go. Fat man is the way to go. It's the weapon of the future. Oh, that could be tricky. Well, if we'll try this technique now. Right, now you're not playing game, you're not playing ball, are you? The trouble is it's floating, that's why. I could... I know, I need it to pass through.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
Yeah, this is where we have to get really clever. And I mean by really clever, not clever at all. Okay, let's... No. Sometimes when you try and slide it down, it moves weirdly. Because when you hold the L1, R1, but because you've got hold of everything, it moves strangely. So here's some scaffolding I was using earlier. I need to... Oh great. Oh no, it's not too bad. I can... I can't quite get the... Oh, I almost got it there. Can I put that down? No, it's as low as it will go in the ground. Another settlement needs our help. Pushes me towards the Brotherhood of Steel every time. No, I think Preston's a very misunderstood and nice chap, really. General. I mean, if you didn't come along, he was going to commit suicide. There'd be a world without Preston Garvey. That would be a tragedy. That would be an atrocity. I know other people would say a blessing, but I don't think he's that bad. Right, now oh, this angle thing as well.
It's 1 p.m. This is Radio Freedom.
They just need to give us the freedom to be adults. I mean, This is an 18 plus game. I know Bethesda are probably acutely aware that most of the Fallout audience is teenagers, but they need to give us the freedom to turn off clipping. Okay. All right, let's. Now you're getting a bit. Right. This is where I'm going to have to use some guesswork, I guess. I want you to just connect there. I want you to be there. I want you to be happy. I can't put it in place because if I don't get the level the same, oh, it's so awkward. I need Preston's help at this point, I think.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth.
How can you not like that? This is Radio Freedom.
Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
You know, stay tuned for Minutemen alerts. Just fantastic. I really don't know how you can not like that. I'm going to try something. It's probably going to fail dismally, but I'm going to try something. Well, that's interesting that you connect to that one. If it connects to that one.
All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
Ah, well. I've got a marker to work with now. I have to agree with the whole settlement needs our help. Ticked me off. Preston did nothing except send you. Well, okay. I'm outvoted. So, the Enclave all the way then.
This is Radio Freedom. All quiet, which is how we like it.
My friend, the one that told me to do Brotherhood of Steel, Mrs. E, she's her chat decided that she should go Institute. She's like, they obviously hate me. And I thought, well, no, Institute's quite good actually, because then you can go Raider and you can really have fun with it. You can, when you go to Nuka World, you can go full on Raider, which I would enjoy personally. This is infuriating at best, ridiculous, insane. See, if I come out that way, I'm going to have... I go to Concord, walk into the museum, kill Preston, walk back out, and then my Commonwealth feels a lot better, but that's just me. See, I've never done that in a playthrough. I've never walked in, just kill Preston and be done with it. A lot of people were saying, somebody came into the chat the other day, didn't they? I don't know whether Lost Souls here. And they were saying to me, I hate the fact that you have to join the Minutemen. I'm like, you don't. You just say no. Did you not? Surely you encountered this when you were growing up in the world. You just say no. And people, you don't have to do what people want you to. No. And if they don't get the hint, you then kill them. But see, I like the settlement building, so I'm quite happy. I'll put up with Preston's rubbish. So this is proving to be pernickety. I say I enjoy the building, but I am getting a little infuriated with this. Would be nice if I could just... No, I didn't mean to turn that. Okay. Alright, let's... Yes, it's not. So, what might be an idea? Oh, it really doesn't bloody matter which way the spines are going. I was just looking at that on top. If they would have made a super mutant faction, I would have joined them. I would have liked Workshop DLC that moved the FEV virus a little experiment on people and make them into super mutants. That would be awesome. Okay. Just talk amongst yourselves while I go even more grey than I currently am. I saw a picture of me when I first met my girlfriend, and I'm like, oh, I look totally different to the way I do now. I think it's old age. Stress has aged me. Yeah, I look nothing like I did when I was 30. Look, I think if I put that there, then build up, does that make any sense to people? Does that might work? Fingers crossed. Yeah, we blocked the hole. The sea can't get in. That's the most important thing. Yeah, I don't... That's slightly wonky, isn't it? Stressor for that 76 weight issue age as well. Well, you see, years ago, I happened to go to a party where I consumed some homemade vodka from Poland, which is probably the worst idea I've ever had in my life. And my friend woke me up saying I had to get in a taxi. I woke up the next morning and found out they'd shaved half my eyebrow off. And now it looks like the other half of my eyebrow has decided to join it and gone all thin, unless somebody else has shaved the other half of my eyebrow off on the other eyebrow. So now I have two really thin edges of eyebrows and then two really bushy bits in the middle, and it looks really stupid. But I think that's possibly old age. My eyebrows are thinning. I can't. Oh, this is just. So that's the current worry about me. So I don't think I ever get webcam for the fear of somebody pointing out the fact that now I've even admitted on stream my eyebrows look weird. So that's probably why I never get a face cam. I could just pencil them in like women do. Should wake up one day with no eyebrows. I could, yeah, I may well do. I think they've just thinned, and I'm not. I wasn't prepared for it, to be honest with you. I didn't realise that was part of the aging process, but I should have expected it really. These past 2 years, as I say, the things I was talking to you about when we played Apex, that's affected all of us. So. My family. Not good, but it is what it is, and you can't change it, for God's sake. Right, just work, for crying out loud. That's all I want you to do. I want you to fit to the other part. I mean, I could build it out and across, but it'd be a weird angle, and then it would just look abnormal. No, there's got to be an easier way of doing this. Or a better way of doing this, not an easier way. Not necessarily the case. I'm tempted, just because I'm getting irritated. See, I would want it to remain at this level, but I wonder if I can get some cream that'll make my eyebrows look thicker. Stupid questions. Right, anyway, that's nothing to do with building castles, is it? Or castles, depending on where you're from in England. How do you say it? Is it castle or castle? Queen's English or Northern? I'm curious. I can then get a rough idea. Yeah, stress ages you quick. I'm surprised I don't look 80 years old with the years of stress. Yeah. This weekend, though, I think I've got a very good idea for what I'm doing on the stream, and I don't think anyone else has ever done it. I think it'd be interesting to do. I've done something similar in the past, but I didn't intend to do it when I did it in the past, and it was one of my most successful videos. So I'm going to try and do this and try and actually do something. It upset Susan Wojcicki if she knew I was planning on doing this. That's all I'm going to say. It would really upset her. But she wouldn't really care, because I've got a tiny channel, and that's why I'm banking on it working, because of the small channel. But as I say, it's going to be a celebration of the 80s in a way, in a computer game form, so I won't say too much. Right, come on. See, that's the jumping problem when you've got things joined together. Build me a wall. Come on. I am your leader. Build me a wall. Build me a wall. Oh, I love this game sometimes. No. Now everyone's got, the question is he going to? Will he actually do it? Has the build driven the wall? I mean, everyone needs a bit of R&R, okay. I'll give you to the count of 3. Run. Go on. 1, 2, 3. Right, I best lied. Okay. He wasn't very good. He wasn't very quick. Yeah, that's my stress relief. Sorry, I had to break the stream just to shoot a settler. You could pretend that was Preston Garvey, going back to the conversation we had earlier. That was mean. No, he didn't build me a wall. It wasn't mean. I mean, I gave him ample opportunity.
Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. It's 6 o'clock. Nothing to report. Stay safe out
It's all right. He's fine. I've got the power of console command and. Well, I haven't got the power of console command because I'm on console, but I've got the power of reload. That is looking surprisingly rubbish. It looked alright from the angle I was at, and then... No. See? No. Don't snap into place. No. This might be the best way of doing it. This is so frustrating. He was walking. It was rigged from the start. A bit cruel. But suits Meg since she smacks followers. I only smack followers that deserve it. Let's not want to get this. I don't want this reputation as being some evil tyrant overlord. Yes, now we have excellent. Now this is a nice technique. When I learned this I was like, why didn't I think of that? It's so obvious. It works the other way. I don't know whether it works in reverse. That's what I'm essentially doing here. I'm doing it in reverse. Evidently not.
7 p.m. here at Radio Freedom. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there.
But it does work if you're quite cunning. With a cunning plan, my lord. That's why they call me Blackadder, see? Which they don't, but... Alrighty. Oh. Just... See, that bit looks really... That just looks... crap. It just looks awful. It looks utter smeg. Alright, I'm getting bored with Radio Freedom. I wish I could turn it off now. So this kind of works here. So would I be better off working from here and working out that way? Let's try that. just turn clipping off function, toggle clipping on off. They are done. PC has got it so much easier than console owners. Alright. But you should have that option in on console. I mean, what is the PlayStation? Isn't like an old PC these days anyway. I've just had a brainwave. To me, the only good place to build on is that island. But Spectacle Island, yeah, I love that. But that's also got its own problems, because I was like, I've got this space, I've got no budget. That was quite literally my experience of Spectacle Island. Okay, so if we right, you're miles away, then you're too far away. Anyway, right, grab please. Thank you. What I'm planning on doing is putting this block above where I want the blocks to be and work down. I could start at the bottom, I suppose, and just fill the gap and work up. But then I don't know my distance to either side, and that's where the issues are going to arise, I think. Don't know why I'm shouting, but because I've got the music really loud, I can just turn it down. Now it's driving me up the wall. See, now if I place this here and then work down, so I don't know whether that'll work, because I don't think it will clip into the I'm dubious about that, but at best. If I could just get... I wonder if... I've got a good idea. It's not that good, but it's a fairly... I mean, this is silly now. This is getting stupid. But It may be the only way I can do it.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom. Nothing to report.
Welcome to the future of gaming. I'm so glad. That it's got this way. Oh, great. It picks up everything, including the wall.
This is Radio Freedom. All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
I didn't want you to jump when I pick you up. That's not good when you do that. Usually means I'm going to have lots of problems placing you. Okay, perhaps not. Okay. Not working. Every good idea I've had has been scuppered by the game engine. Yeah, every good idea has been destroyed. You don't need 3 walls, so you don't need, you can have survive with 1 hole. Just have that hole remaining.
This is Radio
And don't worry about it.
Freedom, the Minutemen. It's just past 10 p.m. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
Height's an issue as well, but let's... You have much more patience than I do. I really like the base building, but it frustrated me greatly. But you see, that's why we need to turn toggle mode on and off. It would eliminate that stress and all this pernickety fiddling about. I know what the end result can be like. I mean, you only have to look at my castle build video to sort of understand why I'm willing to sit here and go and say. I also studied art, so I guess I learnt patience, because it's something you can teach and something you can learn. And I had lots of friends that deserved patience. Right, so I think now it may well. I'm not going to count my chickens before they've hatched, but I think we might be a bit one step closer after all the faffing about. It's going to be remarkable if we get there.
11 p.m. out
Huh. It's only 11 p.m. I think.
there. Keep it tuned here for updates.
I've got something to report. The Minutemen are going to die at my hand. Oh no. If I have to build... Fab! That's jumped up a bit. I'm going to have to employ the technique of steps, I think. Excuse me. Yeah, I think steps might be in order to save us here. Another thing I can do, yeah. I've run out of steel. What a steal. Okay.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Stay tuned for updates.
So that sticks out a little bit. Oh. I'll get over it. Aha! He says, knowingly, not knowing if it'll work or not. That will hide a multitude of sins. Because I'm not faffing about with that wall anymore. I've practically got it how we want it, and you know, on the inside it looks bearable. Although this bit, can I cover up? Thanks for that truck going past. You really have made my day. Smoke and mirrors, I think is... I can't really see anything in this light. I'll go to sleep and come back. I'm not building a base, this is a piece of art, do not know. But yeah, it's frustrating. It's largely pointless as well. Unless you're going to put stuff on the internet, it's largely pointless. Hello. How are you? Where am I? Where are the beds? What have I done with the beds? Have I stolen them? Use this time to go and... I just thought of something. I best check the time actually. No, it's only quarter to... I've got an hour yet. That's the one problem with me base building, etc. I just get so into it. I just lose time. That was a good fix. I would have just torn it down. Yeah, you see, that was a cunning technique, and it looks acceptable. I wish I could just change it for this. Yeah, it looks like it's been patched up and repaired. I might put some scaffolding there just to hide it, to make it look a bit more. I mean, now I'm getting into real. Yeah, I could put some scaffolding across there as well. It would look good or something. Because it looks no different to that, does it? And you've got these big fan things on here. Which is a clear sign of mismanagement. Yeah.
I fear so much history.
I fear. So much history has already been forgotten, Codsworth. So can we read the... I like to do things as well that with no mods, so people can see it and they could recreate it if they so desire. Yeah, I thought so. You can see behind it.
It's 8 a.m.
Just can't quite put my head up against the
All quiet.
wall.
Stay safe out.
Okay, have we... I'm now looking at other gaps in the wall. I'm terrible. Thinking, what can I do with that gap?
Broadcasting all day,
I think Slayer Legend's gone off and
all's quiet.
Slayer's gone off and to do something else. Oh, hang on. Ammo! Woohoo! Alright, interestingly. Interesting. See, I probably want everything inside the castle.
Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
General. Hey,
Is there a magazine? Did I pick it up? I think I picked it up if there was one here. Pretty sure there was one here. I would have grabbed it. I Thank God for that. Shut up. Radio Freedom has gone silent. So do we want somewhere for them to stay in the battlements? It would be cold and drafty in the battlements, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be very pleasant, I don't think. I mean, look at this. Pretty sure you picked it up. What, Radio Freedom? Oh, that. Yeah, I don't know what. Hang on. Missile. Oh, I'm getting tired, I'm yawning. Too much concentrating today. It should not be allowed.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom.
Should be a rule against it.
Quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
Oh, the magazine, yeah. Yeah. Pair of aviator shades, that's what you need.
Yes.
Nice blue suit, pink shirt, a Ferrari Testarossa or a Lamborghini Countach. And that's... Couldn't get... or a white suit. A white suit would also be very 80s, wouldn't it? Or if you're a Top Gun fan, white t-shirt and a pair of jeans. Or just a flight suit. Do we build a little living quarters for them then?
This is Radio Freedom. It's Teddy. Nothing is reported. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
So I don't want it exactly like my other. Castle build, but I don't want it to feel strange. Like, and how many people am I going to have here? That's the big question. I suppose if I get my charisma up to 10, potentially you're looking at 20. You're possibly looking at 20 plus. This is the flagship of the Minutemen, really, isn't it? It's the pièce de la résistance.
Now that we have the armory back, you can quiet.
I don't care what you were going to say to me then. You were going to be rude. I know your sort, Ronnie. Now that we have the armory back, you could do one, she was going to say. Not. Yeah, well, it's very good serving your mum, but could you serve me? Power. So there's this power thing here, but it's not connected up. The 80s, the last good decade, my personal opinion. But then you'll like what I'm planning on doing Saturday. A lot. What colour? Blue or red? Let's go for a blue. A cold, depressing Minutemen blue. Right, well that was utter tripe, wasn't it? Alrighty, righty. Let's have a test of something. That's what I feared. Alright, let's test something else now. Oh, I can't. Need to go get some steel. So it's off to Diamond City we go. Yeah, I don't think it'll take up a lot of space on my hard drive, so what I'm planning on doing. See, I could tell you when I streamed it. I could tell you the exact date when I last streamed this game. Well, the exact date when I did what I'm going to replicate, do it again, kind of. I streamed it on New Year's Eve for 2018. I think I had 1,000 people on the stream. That was the biggest thing I've ever done on the channel. I didn't even realise that there was 1,000 people watching. And then it was only my friends or some people that watching the stream pointed out to me
just for humans.
at the time. I was like, what?
Let's see what you got.
It's just insane.
Everything you need.
And it was, yeah, pretty crazy. But I'm going to try and replicate, not 1,000 people, but because I can't, I have no control over that. But I'm going to. I think we best use it for cap. Let's start getting prices down. I used loads of prices to buy it. I was buying so many resources earlier that I just used Excel and Great Mentats and all these things to just bring the price down. I'm probably going to have a drink now, and that will bring the price down. Oh, that puts up your strength, not intelligence. Ah, not at Christmas, sorry. Pink sprinkle donut, and then I can put that on top of that puts up endurance, right? Vodka is maximum hit points and strength. No charisma increase. That's just beer. Does that? Oh well.
Excuse me. You. Well, I suppose we can do business.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Odds and ends.
Yeah, so decrease the cost a little bit. No more on building now. It's just getting very, very pricey. I have to do some more adventuring before I collect any before I start buying any more resources. So how are you getting on Apex Legends? I haven't asked. See, that's going to get in the way, so I don't want that.
It's getting dark out there, people. Stay safe. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
That's why that Mirelurk was hanging around. I wondered why. It's got some meat on it. I got the double-digit kills, and I killed the chameleon twice. This champion twice. Spelling error there. It's all victories for me, considering I'm not that good. No, it's good that you got to double-digit kills. That's impressive.
It's 8 o'clock. You're listening to Radio Freedom, the voice of the Minutemen.
The voice of the Minutemen.
Stay safe out there.
It reminds me of Captain Scarlet. This is the voice of the Mysterons. This is the voice of the Minutemen. Mason, I don't know why you think that's so strange, me saying that. My dog's just looked at me as if I've just cursed him or something. Buys steel, runs out in 5 seconds because he builds a... Yeah, look, 4 walls I can build now. Aha. Uh-huh.
All quiet here. Station for minute minutes.
That's irritating us all. Heck. Averaged about 2 kills. Well, that's good going. That's impressive. Impressive. The force is strong with this one. And all that.
It's 9 p.m. All quiet, which is how we like it. Station
I've run out of steel again. See, these wires are... Do I move it? So I kind of like it tucked away in the corner, but if I move it over here, I'm going to be competing with those stupid wires. Right. I've run out of steel anyway, so I can't build any more. I'm at a dead end. I have in the past downloaded mods that allow me to have unlimited resources, and whilst it was a blessing in disguise, it actually made the game pointless to play because I had no reason to go out and explore the Commonwealth and gather the resources. And they give you 3,000 of each, 9,999 of each resource or something silly, and it's just it warns you, don't spawn them in, you will destroy your save and all this if you, which is fair comment. So I don't know what to do with it. I'm just thinking ahead. I was just having a thought about how the layout would be if I want a room on top with bedrooms. I was just kind of looking at it in my head and working out the 3D
broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth.
mapping and stuff, so...
Report. Stay safe, people.
And I don't think I could do exactly what I wanted to, so I'm probably going to have to take a slightly different approach. By the way, if you can do that, if you can think about things in 3D space in real time, and you can actually visualize it, and that's pretty much what Stephen Hawking had to do with all his stuff. that's why the man was so impressive. Impressive again. I guess you chance to say impressive, like Darth Vader. Yeah, what a genius. That's downfall of mods. Makes it too easy at times. Yeah, sometimes. I mean, there are certain mods. If I put this on survival mode, I will mod it. Because I cannot stand some of the restrictions it forces upon you. Like the weight limit restriction.
This is Radio Freedom.
It's not something that I feel is needed in a Bethesda game.
All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
Yeah. I should have guessed, really, shouldn't I? It's quite funny. When I went to my local game store this morning to talk about microphones, etc., etc., and I was talking to them, and he was telling me about he did software at college and all these sorts of things. But we were talking about Fallout 76, and he said he enjoyed it regardless of what YouTube said about it, and because we've gotten to the fact that I do YouTube, and I said, yeah, I enjoyed it as well. So I'm just concentrating again. Right, so that's better. I think that's worked how I wanted it to. I do that when I'm gaming. I'm acutely aware of it. I will start a sentence and I'll never finish it, and for which I apologise. It must be really frustrating for people watching my channel. Just like what you were saying. Do go on. By which time I've forgotten what I was actually talking about. Like now, I've just forgotten what I was talking about, or why I was talking about it. Yeah. I was talking to them anyway about weight. Oh, we mentioned the weight restriction. He was saying he hadn't played since the weight increase. And yeah, I was like, well, that was a godsend, but it was a step in the right direction. I said, but they probably need to do another stash limit increase. Really. To make the game more viable, but I'm probably not going to have PS Plus anyway, PSN Plus, so I probably won't get to play it when the next update comes out after April. And it was a choice between headset or getting PS Plus for a year, and I thought a headset. I enjoy streaming, I'll get a headset, and I can still play Apex Legends, so it's not all bad, is it?
11 p.m. out there.
If he mentions the time one more time,
Stay safe.
I'm gonna lose it. Stay safe out there, people. It's not as bad as people make it out to be. It has issues. Yeah, well, we were talking about how YouTube had done a number on it and probably affected, you know, YouTubers had done a number on Fallout 76 and probably affected the overall outcome. And he was saying to me about he didn't find it as bad as they made out. There's a primary conversation. I said, no, it isn't. It's nowhere near. You know, you kind of think Mayor McDonough might have a point at this.
Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
Is you devious rebel rousing, all that thing that he does when he talks to Piper. A lot of dishonesty. Those lies you print in that paper. Oh, those lies that you publish on YouTube. But then, as soon as you defend Fallout 76, even if you're coming from a non-objective point of view, you get called a Bethesda fanboy or whatever. So, even if you say, "Well, look, have you played the game?" And one of the things he pointed out was the fact that it requires you to read, and there's a, and that's probably why people were up in arms about it. Hopefully they can get back on the right path. I think they can. I think it's only one section of Bethesda handling. You know, so I don't even think it's Bethesda proper. Handling the well, that's better than I thought it would be. They bashed it hard and their opinions sway so many. Yeah, that's the thing. And I mean, some people actually got successful off the back of what they were putting about it. And that I found a bit... that was a hard pill to swallow. It's not an awful game. Oh, I've got no steel, so I can't build beds and I can't build anything else to improve upon. I hope we're not going to have issues, Codsworth. Where is there a good supply of steel?
It's midnight here at Radio Freedom.
Of course, I've only got 10 minutes before I have to get going. Steel. I want to go somewhere I've been already, so... well, I don't have to, really. I suppose I could go somewhere... excuse me, entirely new. Talk to Preston Garvey. Do I have to? I mean, I'd love to. I need some steel. I mean, I don't think I need a massive amount. But there are so many places we still haven't been. Scrapyard? What do I have to do there? Talk to Preston. Okay, let's go talk to Preston then. Open your personal storage container on the Pridwin. Yes, that might be a good idea actually at this point in time.
Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across
Yeah,
the
the
Commonwealth.
Austin section, no real experience
Stay safe out there, everyone.
in online games. What is that? Austin section? Is that a you? Well, I'm confused. Not that it takes much to confuse me. Let's fast travel to the Pridwin. Go on board there. Open my locker. See if there's any steel. Run back to Preston. See if there's any steel. We could just break down weapons. I've got a steel issue. I just had a thought. I keep having thoughts about ideas for builds, and that's why I keep stopping. But you're just about to tell me that taking on Deathclaw is amazing and Maxon's brilliant, because he's not. Because I've taken on 2 Deathclaws simultaneously. I cleaned my screen earlier and I've just seen 2 dirty marks on it. I'm really annoyed. now. I'm not annoyed, it's just, it's going to irritate me.
Proximity sensors green. Getting.
Part of Bethesda, oh yeah. Sorry, yeah. The ones that... Yeah, from what I read, yeah, they're the ones that are managing 76. Yeah, and they're a fairly new and smallish studio, I think. So I don't think people worrying that
Any personnel who have
Fallout
not
5
completed their
is going
annual
to be the
medical
same.
evaluation should report to Night Captain Cade immediately to schedule an examination. That is all.
There's a use to that. I'll eat my hat.
Everything holding together?
Trust me. You know.
Good. Firing.
Oh. Personal log 142.
Everything looks nominal. And you didn't scuttle the ship. Thanks.
Personal log entry 142. I can sum up living on the Pridwin in 4 words. I miss field assignments. Don't get me wrong, the research we're doing is exciting stuff, but life on this ship is a nightmare. I'm trapped in this metal tube 18 hours a day. I still can't decide who smells worse, the soldiers or the mole rats. And what passes for conversation among the grunts
Yes.
makes mutants seem scholarly. I'm gonna speak to Dr. Quinlan.
Yeah, that's another thing I don't like about this mic is when it mutes it makes a noise, it's horrible. Whereas the one I'm looking at, you just put the arm up and it clicks to mute, and you put the arm down and it unmutes it. And I was
Nice.
like, that could be a lot better. Pipe revolver pistol, right.
We should start. If you're looking for a way into the institute, should talk to Proctor Ingram.
Steel. I could go and break down. Right, now let's get out of here.
Watch your step on the flight deck.
Lurking, can't talk, but can listen. Well, I'm not going to be... Oh, well, it's very nice for you to be lurking, Mr. Z, but I'm not going to be here for 10 minutes more, probably, now. I'm on your favourite place, though, look.
By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed.
Anything you need, Elder? You just say the word.
I want you to get out there and become our eyes and ears on the ground. You seem to have a vested interest in locating the...
I swear I've had that conversation before with Maxon. I'm pretty sure we've had that conversation before. So I'm just going to cut him off. Just going to stop you right there before you waste all my remaining 10 minutes on today. Remaining 5 minutes now, actually. Yeah, I was listening to a soundtrack earlier saying about 80s music lost, so it was really good. Loved it. And listening to some 80s classics. Africa came on. I was like, the memes.
Hot shots, big mouths, end up with closed casket funerals.
Well, I'm a hot shot, and I'm not going to end up with a closed casket funeral, I can assure you. Although I do die quite often. And it's probably been said I have a big mouth. That's why I decided to do YouTube. Do you have a big mouth? Do you have a high opinion of yourself? Oh, you should become a YouTuber then. We would like you to create a character in Fallout. Right. What if you chose maximum charisma? Oh, that's a bit egotistical. Oh, you do YouTube. I've upset someone, they've left. Or Mrs. E had to run because she was getting into trouble. That's very nice of her to stop by, for you to stop by anyway, Mrs. E. Oh, but hang on. Has this got steel in? No, steel. I was going to say, because this is all connected. So it should be... Is there any weapons I could break down? Well, there's loads really, isn't there? But if I break down that missile launcher, I'm about to get a few bits from that. I could break down the Fat Man, but probably break my heart. Mind you, the less people, if I have all the fat men, or the only fat man in the entire Commonwealth, and no one else has it, that just ensures my supremacy. That's pretty much how governments work and stuff. So let me get this straight. Your plan is to own every single fat man on Earth. No, I'm hiding fat. Good. I think somebody was watching my build and they probably left. Missile launchers. Yeah. We'll break down these missile launchers. That'll give us a bit of steel. And then we can perhaps go and do a bit more castle build. Although I'm probably going to have to build it, work on it off stream this afternoon. Because the boys will be home. Yeah, that gave us a little bit of steel. A bit more. Yes. I'm also weeping at the fact that I'm having to destroy. Mind you, I've got missile launcher that that's all our armour and stuff. Codsworth, come on out the way, please. That was a good way of getting some steel. What was my other plan? Yeah, that was the plan. I suppose. That wasn't an amazing plan, but it worked. Temporarily. Yeah, so I'm probably going to get this headset. I don't know when I'm going to get it, but because I think I may have to order it from out of town. Why is it always night time when I come here? So we'll do a return. I suppose if this becomes as good as my other castle build, I'll have to do a return to the castle build video. Because there are certain things I do now that I didn't do, or I wasn't. Yeah, there are certain techniques I have, I suppose, in architectural techniques I've learnt within the game that I never used to use. So I've improved. Oh, I can only put up. Right, will you just thank you? Yeah, I don't want to put 3 of them up. I'd rather put some beds down, then I'll worry about sorting the railings at a later date. I can't put that there because it won't work. A settler won't be able to access it. So I'm probably going to have 2 people stationed here, so we'll have 2 beds. And I was going to put desks all around them and sort of that sort of thing. So they've got like security station in the top of the tower. I don't know whether to build tower type bits on the corners. Like, if I can. Budget permitting, of course. Fine. We could build a tower here, and I mean I've got the turrets here. I could always move the turret. Oh no, I've not got a turret there. It's over here. I've got the turret. I could always move that to out here. I have big plans for this place, and so I should be, as it's the castle. Lovely. Radstorm, just what you want. I can't stand these guard towers just sticking off like this. I mean, yeah, I don't like them at all. I think they look scruffy and ugly and... So if I built a tower onto this entrance, then that would be pretty fantastic, actually, because it'd be overlooking towards the Pridwin. You'd have a view towards the mainland. That would be a really clever place to put a tower, actually, strategically. And then one over here, perhaps, so you could run up to it and back into the battlements. Don't worry about the budget either on the thermometer. I think that's going to be the plan then. I know I can cheat to get the budget down. I may want to put a proper door in here to protect it. So, mind you, can this close? Can we close this door? Oh yeah, that's all right. Then we can close that. See, we're learning. So if you can close that, I could perhaps wedge something in there. Mind you, we don't need to. If you can close that, that's fine. Just make it a bit more... Right, I've got my ideas, but I'm going to have to go. Thank you for joining me. As always, it's appreciated. And, why have I got a missile launcher as my primary weapon? And if anyone says it's because I shot one of my settlers, he's still alive. You've got no proof, apart from the fact I was streaming. It's now on YouTube. But that's a minor... That's a inadmissible piece of evidence. Right, I'm going to leave it there. But I will work on this offline and yeah, off stream, sorry, and then we'll see how far we can get with this build. Yeah, I'll catch you later. I'll probably be streaming this tonight if I'm not too tired. Stress permitting. Catch you later.